Welcome to day 3 with me. I am currently on my way to lunch with a friend and I thought I'd bring you along, and apparently it's a lot harder to vlog and drive than I thought it would be. So you're kind of like propped up now in front of me. You will probably fall. You already have once when I tried. If you hear a baby screaming in the background, that's actually a little girl that I nanny for. Her name is Autumn and she loves to talk, for sure. I don't really know much that I want to talk about. Well, no, I really don't have anything like set in mind, but I wanted to say hi, and I just kind of wanted to have a different, you know, scenery than I normally have, and I don't know how bad this angle is, and I don't know how the sound quality will be. It's kind of windy and my car is kind of loud. I was actually hit, like, I let somebody out to make a left turn and they like cornered, like they definitely hit, there it goes, that's what I thought. They hit the corner of my car, so now for some reason I'm making some weird squeaking noise. So yeah, I have to go get that checked out. But my phone fell, so I'm probably gonna end up pausing this because holding one hand and driving is really not suitable. So let me get to this red light and I will chat with you for a second. I don't know if you guys can hear it back there. Yes, and I'm sure my blinker is super loud. So let me turn it off because I'm going to turn lane. Yeah, but we're going to this Mexican restaurant that we frequent quite often. I absolutely love it. I don't really know why I'm going this way. This is like the most traffic way. But yeah, I was watching my vlog, like my, you know, vlogs, and I don't know, like, I'm so awkward in front of the camera, I realize. I'm very, I say a lot. I don't think like what I'm saying beforehand, so they just kind of come out like as I'm thinking them in my head. So I usually like stop mid-sentence and like realize what I'm saying isn't making sense, so I switch it up, and then so in my head I know what I'm saying, but I realize on camera it doesn't come out that way, so hopefully that will change. I actually have a Tumblr, a blog that I used to post on all the time, and I recently, well, just yesterday, wrote up a blog and I decided to go back to that, and I will link that below. But I wrote that when I was really in the midst of my last like weight loss and really successful, and before I kind of just fell off. And I definitely want to talk about that, and I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get into it now. But I was really successful in weight loss for a good solid year, and I felt really good, and I was really proud of myself. And then I just kind of hit that like plateau where I felt like I wasn't, you know, losing weight, and I was still working really hard, but I wasn't seeing results. So I kind of just let weight loss consume me. And that's all I thought about, and I was really beating myself up for not losing weight, not doing anything. So I kind of just decided to give myself a break, and it's just one of those things, like you fall off the wagon and the breaks just like becomes longer and longer, and you feel yourself gaining weight, but you're like, oh well, I know how to lose it now, like you know, I can just jump on board whenever I want. But that definitely wasn't the case, because instead of giving myself a break from weight loss, I just let it consume me even more, but in an even more destructible way, where I've been really depressed, and the more like depressed I feel, the more I eat, and that's so like stereotypical, I know, and the more weight I put on, and it's so hard, and I don't have someone in my life that I can you know, just come out to and be like, you know, I need to lose weight. This really sucks. I hate it because as much as everyone complimented me for losing weight, they were pretty, like, nobody said, Sarah, you're really putting on weight. Like, what happened to all your hard work? Nobody ever said that to me. And I don't think that anyone should have to say that to me. I definitely am not blaming anyone. But it's really hard when, like, the compliments for weight loss start coming and just, like, you get silent, judging eyes, and you know people are talking about you behind your back. Yeah, and it really starts to take a toll on you. You don't want to go out anywhere. Like, I just avoid public situations altogether, as opposed to when I was losing weight, I was feeling really confident, and I was getting, like, you know, just attention. And then, like, slowly the weight started coming on, and I would go out, and, like, nobody, like, no guys would talk to me. And I don't know, like, I know that should not be a judge of how I feel about myself, but it is something like that that really, it hurts, and it really does begin to take a toll. So you just avoid situations altogether. Like New Year's, I was supposed to go to a party, and one of the reasons I didn't want to go was because I knew I'd put on weight, and I haven't seen some of these people in a while, and I don't want them to be like, whoa, you know, what happened to you? Or they wouldn't say that, they would judge me, and I'd feel really awkward. So I stayed home and watched 90210 on my couch all night. And then I went to bed. So, yeah. Weight loss. Autumn's upset about it too. So, yeah, weight loss is definitely something that's consumed good portion of my life. I was never overweight when I was younger. Well, I got to a point where I could tell, like, in pictures and stuff, that I started putting on weight. And I don't think it was, like, until high school that I was really just, like, large. And I didn't start doing anything about it until probably my senior year. And I went about it all wrong. I started, like, crash dieting, and you know, there's definitely points where I, you know, passed out from not having enough food, and might get really lightheaded. Yeah, so I definitely did not go about things the right way then. And then I got to college, and I didn't really, like, my first year, I definitely put on weight. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, I just, you know, lived it up my college year. Then the next year is when I really started, like, trying to kick my butt into gear, and I got into working out and going to the school gym, and I never, like, I lost some weight and I got to a point, but I never could get past that then. So I had to leave college early because I just couldn't afford it anymore, and that really, really broke me. I did a lot of things that I really regret now, but I stopped working out, and I stopped losing weight, and I gained it all back. And it was just a really, really hard time, and I don't really think that I've ever recovered from that. It's still really hard for me to talk about. I don't really tell many people that I don't finish college because it's just hard. Like, you don't feel good. You feel like a failure. And I want to go back. I really do, but I don't know if I will ever have that point in my life where I have the money to go back and finish. So it wasn't until something really, like, just life-changing happened to me, and it's really hard to get into. It's a really long story, and I feel like I probably will vlog it one day, but right now, I just don't want to get into it. But it was just kind of like a breaking point, and I was like, I need to lose this weight now. Like, I need to change something, and that was something that I could change. So I did. I completely threw myself into it. I did it the right way. I worked out. I ate right. I tracked my calories. You know, I did really hard, and I lost over 80 pounds. And I felt so good, so like amazing. But at the same time, I still felt so fat. I did not feel good at all, because I did not like, through the years, when you're overweight, you put so much stress on your body, and your body like changes so much to accommodate being overweight. It's not going to snap back just to, you know, what you think your body should look like. And you see all these girls, and you know, I realized that my body's never going to look like that. And I think that's part of the reason why I got so deterred, was just losing all this weight and feeling good. You can see, like, you know, with clothes on you feel pretty good, but without it, it's really hard. And it was really hard to look at. And that was another thing, like, I was staying still, I wasn't changing, and I just kind of like thought I needed a break, and I knew I could jump back on and maybe like come back stronger, and I just never did. And like over the course of a year, I've gained almost all, like over a year now, I've gained almost all of it back, and it's a really, like, I'm really ashamed. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like just rambling. I don't want to cry because I feel like I will. But weight loss has just always been such a big thing that consumed me, and I just don't want that anymore. I want to be free. I want to, you know, I want that not to be my worry anymore. I want to focus on myself and living, as opposed to, you know, just always worrying about how I look. And I feel like if that's one less thing that I can deal with, maybe I can get further in life. I kind of ramble with this, and I'm almost to the restaurant, so I'm gonna end it. I'm sorry, like, I will go more into it.